power in the.
No. Did you?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you always lost power.
Yeah, but probably more than you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we lost power for 3 days.
Oh my God.
And
When was this?
and our generator wasn't working very well.
Oh, God.
It's in the shop being serviced right now.
So you froze.
One day, and then
Oh, I saw the wood on your front porch.
well, we lived by our fireplace for 24 hours, and then it was interesting. Three friends at once showed up to look at it, and they figured out what was wrong.
With the generator.
With the generator, the fuel line had disintegrated where it was joining, and I guess it must have been leaking. I don't know, but anyway, it wasn't working well at all. And they cut off the end of the fuel line and reattached it, and it worked fine for the rest of the time. So
It's nice to know somebody that knows something, isn't it?
well, it was neat. We called a friend, a sort of friend, Ray Sikorsky. Do you know Ray?
No.
No.
I know Sikorsky.
He said he'd come over in about an hour, and it was like 3 hours later when he showed up. And our guy our property manager, Travis, showed up at the same time. They happened to be friends, and he had brought us some wood because we ran out. Wouldn't you know, we ran out of wood because he hadn't split the big pile that used to be out there.
Yeah.
He has now, but he hadn't at that point. So he brought us some wood, but he and Ray figured it out. And at the same time, our new tenant, Thor, came to see if he could help us. So we had 3 guys here at once.
You have a new tenant?
We do.
And how is that?
I think he's going to be really good.
God help us. Huh? I know it.
You want to sit down?
Sure. You do.
Yeah. Just waiting here for Dave. Supposedly he's joining us, but maybe.
He'd sent a note back that he would catch up looking at the video later.
Yeah, well, I didn't know whether that meant he'd join us at all or not, but
it sounded like he wouldn't.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
yeah.
Thor is Thorsten Wallstrom.
Thorsten Wallstrom.
He's a contractor, recently divorced. Apparently has a fair amount of money. His references were excellent. And actually, he was like the second person we saw, and we did something we have never done before, and that was we took him on the spot. We were so impressed. And not only did he move in last week, but he solved a problem with the pipes freezing over there that we've had for years, and took care of it, fixed it.
Wow.
So he's a man of few words, but he takes care of things.
How old do you think he is?
50s maybe.
Sounds about right for a divorce.
Has 2 daughters, grown daughters. I think one of them was over with a young girl child yesterday. I could hear them chatting away over there. He's put up a couple of canvas storage units, and
yeah.
he's Yeah, he's got a car, a pickup truck, a bigger truck with a trailer. He's delighted with the parking lot. It seems like a really good
Match.
yeah. So, anyway.
Well, excellent. Good for you.
Well, yeah, we're pleased. Hope he stays for a while.
Well, he also sounds like kind of a handy tenant to have.
Well, I think he is a handy tenant to have, and he's also, you know, not a kid. So,
Yeah.
So you're going to be kind of having a private lesson here today.
Okay.
We're gonna work you over.
I need it. You know, honest to God, the other day, I'm up every night.
Yeah.
About 3 o'clock in the morning, I did my exercises, and I said, I'm going to try a little Tai Chi. I could not remember how to do the single arm. I mean, I could start it, and then I get I finally got it. But that's how bad I am. That's a clue as to where I'm at.
Well, my feeling was that probably we ought to start with at least with kind of a review of everything today.
Okay.
So
that sounds excellent.
Sounds like,
I never got to the point where I could move the energy. I could feel it in my hands, when I did stuff, but
I was thinking there's a whole training that I did with Bruce. It's about 20 sessions, 20 classes or more. I'm not sure how many it actually is, but it's called More Chi in Your Tai Chi, and it is focused on really learning to feel the chi and to move the chi in your body. It's a really good class. I might do that.
just mean for students?
Yeah.
It sounds excellent.
I've been thinking about doing another class, but something I haven't taught before, but I've done it, so, and I'm able to do most of it, so.
David, we're at the point where I think all of us don't care if you even fall down or forget to do anything. It's perfectly all right.
Thank you. There are days.
It doesn't faze me, and I'm sure it doesn't faze anybody else. We've known it too long.
Yeah. Well, let us begin.
Okay.
So, my feeling is let's just go through everything. Where there are problems, we'll.
Somebody just walked by.
Could be my wife.
Oh, yeah, I just saw it. Sorry.
Don't worry about it. If somebody comes, they'll come in the door. So let's just do a little bit of the basic dynamic sphere, which is kind of where we begin this whole thing.
Are you taping this?
What?
Are you taping this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So Stephanie, thank you for checking. And I never mind someone checking that.
Okay.
So beginning with our right arm as we do. So bending and begin. Up, down through the S. Going right into the left. And endeavor to continue to be aware of the arm that is not moving. Don't let it die. Don't let it just collapse. But at least be aware of it. And relax. Good. So any question about that?
No, you know what I try to do? Because I'm just obsessed with not using my arm to move it, using my body.
Mm-hmm. Good.
So, you know,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and then when I come across, you know, I try to keep my arm steady and then, you know,
Mm-hmm. Good.
that's one thing I learned. I do.
Yeah. No, it looked pretty good.
Yeah.
Really did. Yeah. Good. So now let's do a little bit of just of the 8-count walk.
Okay.
So we want to really try to keep everything moving. So starting from our standing position, and we're going to step out with the left. So sinking into the right, step, come into the center, and keep moving into your bow stance. And come forward. And this begins with 1, shift back, 2, rotate, 3, turn the leg, 4, rotating and shifting, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep going. That looks pretty good. You,
Yeah, you know, there's two things. Keep my head up.
Yep.
And I try to stand up when I'm going through the 5-6
mhm.
business. And it
You-
seems to work.
I was going to say, you're doing much better with your balance through there than,
Yeah.
yeah. Good. So, I think the one thing you might think about is trying to keep everything moving. It's real easy with this to kind of get 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's
Yes,
the
it
danger of the numbers.
Yeah.
But
Oh boy. Yeah.
if you can even though we are really only thinking about the energy from the hips down in this, you know, if you can really get that sense of trying to find where is the flow in that, because it has a flow, but you really have to make sure that you don't let yourself pause anywhere. And yet you maintain all of the specific movements that you're trying to find there. Good.
It's harder than you think.
Hmm?
It's harder than you think.
Indeed.
And you're right, those numbers kill you.
Yeah, you have to not let the numbers make you chop it up. And one of the things that's really good is that I'm seeing that you're using your body to put your foot out in 6, which is the place where very often we just tend to just move the leg and not use the body. Yeah. So there has to be a when you've gotten to 5, there needs to be a real rotation in 2
Okay.
directions.
Yeah.
Because you have 5A, which is getting to 100%, and 5B, which pulls the leg forward and turns in that direction, and turned for 6. And not here for 6, but here for 6.
That's better.
So you have 7 and 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. No, but that's definitely, you know, you've come a long way with that.
Well, not doing it for a long time has helped.
You know, it's interesting.
Just kidding.
Well, no. Sometimes there's a real advantage to leaving something alone for a while and then coming back to it.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
single arm.
Okay.
So, with the single arm, so we step out, come into center, And as we go into our bow stance, our arms are involved, our body's involved. And then we have 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5A, 5B, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5A, 5B, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5A, 5B, 6, 7, 8, 1. 6, 7, 8. Okay, so there's the problem.
Again,
Still first.
still,
So what's happening for you is you're getting to this point, and you're starting it pretty well in that your arm is not getting left behind. That's a good thing. The arm is coming across, but you're rotating your body all the way right away.
Yeah.
And it's very counterintuitive because you have to rotate the body slowly so that the arm has time to move. Because the arm has to do that while the body is just doing that.
okay. I'm not sure I really understood that.
Well, it's been true from the beginning.
Yeah, I'm sure it has. That doesn't mean I did it right.
So start at the beginning, go to the point where your left arm is at the top, and then pause for a moment, because I'm going to mirror you,
Okay.
which may or may not help you, but at least we'll try it.
Okay.
Nope. Stop there. So you want to be forward weighted at this point, not back weighted.
Yeah, that was
And
good.
turned all the way forward, because if you've already turned part
yes.
way, you don't have that turn.
Yeah.
So you want to slow the turn down, but keep the arm moving. And then on 3, you complete that last curve. You
Okay.
follow where that is?
Yeah. Yeah, the facing forward, that's coming back to me. Yeah, which I don't do.
Yeah.
I'm not all the way forward.
That's really important. You got to,
Yeah.
on 6, you've always got to get forward. So you have the, well, not on 6, excuse me. So you're going to go back, and your arm keeps turning. So it's very weird, because the arm is doing 2 things. It's going this way, and the body's only going this way.
Yeah.
So you have to slow the body down so that you can get everything in.
Yeah.
Because this is the body just turning in one direction is causing the arm to move. You look like you don't believe
I'm
me, Bill.
incredulous.
You are?
Is is the body is not? I guess it is moving.
It has to.
Yeah.
There are other things that are involved also, but you have
Let's see. When I'm here, I'm forward weighted and I'm straight.
Yep.
Okay.
you lost a little bit of the curve, but that was better.
Okay.
So, you know, if we think about the curve and we think about the numbers, 1 goes to here, 2 goes to there, 3 goes to there. And you're doing 1 and 2 on that single turn.
Okay.
Sometimes
That's maybe hard to do, and I'm doing an
It is.
excellent job at it.
actually you're doing pretty well now. It's appearing, which it hadn't before. So good. But remember that your hand has to come back this way on 3, back to the center bottom.
This like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it's going to go up the back of the ball to the top. Come back around.
This is really hard. Training my body to be straight.
Always.
I apparently wasn't doing that. Now I'm going back, is that correct?
Well, you're going back on 1, but not on 2. So it's just like that part of it is the same. So on
Awesome.
so on 1 you're rotating and shifting back.
Okay.
And on 2 you're just rotating. And on 3 you're turning back the other way. Yes.
Do you keep your arm that close?
It gets closer as it goes down because you're at a yang position here, and you're at a yin position here.
All right, now I'm
So
forward.
it's different. This is out from the body. This is close to the body.
Okay.
So it's coming in all the way through this movement. Yeah, good. And then it's going to go back up to the top. Yeah. Boom.
Okay.
Nothing to it.
No.
Slow down the body. Better.
Looks like I need a little practice on
Do you feel like you understand what you want to do?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so
That's a start.
that's important to, if you aren't clear about what you want to do, it's very hard to work towards it.
Yeah, it is.
Because you know, there is a place in our form where we get to this point, we do a back fist, not in this form, but
Yeah.
in another. And what happens then is it's exactly the same movement,
Yeah.
and it's a pull down. You know, you've gone for a back fist, there's another fist coming in, and
Okay.
so
Yes. Yes.
that was better.
Yeah. Boy, this is.
It's not easy. Mm-hmm. Start straight.
Yeah. See. Keep on me, David. I want to slow this arm down at the same rate that I'm moving.
Nope, the arm
Turning.
has to move faster.
Yes. It doesn't know that yet.
Going in the right direction. It's close, closer though. You're getting there.
Boy, that's not easy.
Nope. You know, one of the things I say is in learning this, one of the things that helped me anyway was to slow it way down. So instead of trying to do the pace that you normally do when you're flowing, go way down. Make it go very slowly so you have time to think about keeping all of it connected.
You know, I'm turning my head and it makes me think that I'm turning my body.
Yeah, don't turn your head separately.
Right.
You tried a couple more times, but I think maybe we pushed this enough.
I definitely have the idea.
Yeah, you have the idea. So
I think doing it slow too would be helpful.
yeah, really makes it easier in the long run. Double arm. Is that pushing too much?
Well, show me how to do it. Give it a try.
Okay,
All I remember is that it's easier than the single arm.
sort of.
Oh, that wasn't good.
Okay, so stepping out into the center, start the same way, except now both arms are preparing together.
Yep.
And 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't shift forward, just turn on 7. Now rotate and shift forward on 8. And another 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Transition. 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Transition. 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, that transition. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't, all of a sudden I see your arms are down here and mine are still
Oh,
around.
so in the transition, we get to 8, and it's actually the same movement as 1 and 2, but it's a transition from the end of the whole movement to the beginning of repeating it. So you're at 8, so it's 1, turn right and shift back, 2, turn. That's,
Right backwards.
nope, you're good. So it's tran, 1, position, 2. But don't lose your spear. So you've gone up 7, 8, and we're at the top of the ball.
Yep.
Now we're going to go around the ball halfway, and we keep going the last quarter of the way around, but the arms are turning as they do it. And they end up evenly on each side of the center line of the body, not here.
Yours do, but mine don't.
And then you're ready to start again. Boom. Yeah.
All right, let's try that again.
Okay. Just from here?
Yeah.
So it's tran, shift back and turn 1. Position, just rotate in 2. And right into 7. No, turn. Your right foot should be forward. That's part of the problem.
Oh, yes.
back to here.
No wonder.
Yeah, it'll feel a little different now. So, turning right, shifting back, tran 1, turning left, position 2, begin, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, don't shift forward. You're going to just turn on that 7. And then you're going to rotate and shift forward on 8.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
You got down here and then.
Just halfway. So we get to here on 6.
Yeah.
And we're back weighted,
Okay.
60% on the right foot. So you're just going to turn left, and the arms come down this side of the ball halfway.
Okay.
And then they're going to also continue that pathway, but when they do, you're going to rotate right and shift forward.
Do that again. Yeah, wait.
Here.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wrong. You got me doing it wrong now.
All right.
I was on the wrong part of the ball. Okay, so I'm here. So you're going to do this. This is the reason why Jay recently, 2 years ago, it's recent,
It is.
changed this piece of the flow, because it's at this point that is, well, we haven't talked about all of this, but that's where the energy of cow, shoulder stroke, appears. And that's why he changed it that way, and I think he's right. It feels right anyway.
Yeah.
So you, what am I doing here? You've gotten to here, and this is the beginning, the yin, if you will, of shoulder. And this is the yang, cow.
Okay.
Remember that it's not really, you're not focusing on shoulder,
Right,
even
yeah.
where, it's bump is the translation, actually, of cow.
Well, that seems appropriate.
Yeah.
All right, where are we?
So do you want to, let's start at the beginning again.
All right.
Do you want me to mirror you? Does that work for you?
Nah,
No.
you just go alongside me.
Okay, well, if I'm a little forward, you maybe, is that good? Or do you want me back more?
No, that's good. Yeah.
Okay. So begin stepping out, the center, your bow stance, and 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just turning 7, 8, forward, 7, up the outside, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Transition. 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, question in there? Or?
I'm having trouble now with when I should be forward and when I should be back.
Yep. Let's see. Let's just start from here. So here you're back weighted, of course. So let me go step by step and just say each one.
Okay.
So 7 is rotate and shift forward. So you're now 60% on the right foot. 8 is just rotate facing fully forward. And then 1, rotate right, shift back. And that's 60% on the rear leg. And then 2 is just rotate to the left. And 3 is just rotate right, picking up the right toe. Put it down so it can root. 4 is rotate and shift forward. 5A is rotate and shift forward 100% on the right foot. 5B is turn 100% on the right foot. 6 is turn and empty step, turning left, still 100% on the right foot. And then 7 here is just turn, stay 60% back as you turn to the front, and now rotate right, shifting forward 60% on the left foot. And then rotate left, 7, rotate left, 8, face straight ahead. And then rotate left and shift back, 1, rotate right, 2, 3, turn the left leg, 4, 5, 100%, 6, still 100%, rotate and shift forward on 7, complete the rotation forward on 8, train 1, 60% back turning right, position 2, 60%, I said right, I meant left, sorry, and you're back to the beginning. At least that's going to be on the recording.
I remember years ago that this was easier.
Well, we're doing fine.
Okay.
Did I ever show you the peaceful wolf?
Wow, where did you get that?
I don't know. Years ago, I ran onto it. I'm going to print it and put it up on the bulletin board. I forgot.
Yes,
I'd forgotten about it. I ran on it the other day, and
that's neat.
he really is. He is the peaceful wolf and he set my throat chakra.
Okay.
It's another story. I told you all of that.
Well, if you did, I forgot.
It's okay.
All right.
You want to try it once on your own?
No.
Honest.
Yeah.
The man is honest.
Yes, he is. I honestly haven't done this for, what, 10 years?
Oh, I thought you would. Well, we did this recently in class.
I didn't.
Oh. Well, all right. Now we are.
Yes.
And I'm sure it won't be, Dave won't mind the review.
All right. Good. Bear with us, Dave.
Oh, he's with us. and begin. Step out with the left, move into center, rotate the left leg, shift onto it, twisting the arms, and 7, 8, back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, stay back, 7, stay back weighted on 7,
Oh,
back weighted,
yes.
then 8, rotate and shift forward, turn, 7, 8, 1, back weighted, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stay back on first 7, 8, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Constant rotation.
Yeah. Is 7, you've gone forward on 7?
No.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The
that's
first
problem.
time, no. The second time, yes.
Oh, that's a help.
So we do 7, 8 several times. We start with 7, 8 actually, and that one we're going forward on. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the next one we don't go forward on 7. We do on 8. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we have one where we stay forward 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, go forward on 7, 8, back, transition. Yeah. You're going to go around the ball. You're at 8, so you go around the ball, keep your sphere, and then start again. 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't shift forward. 7, turn forward. 8, rotate and shift forward. 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's 7, 8. I'm still confused.
So when you get to that 7, 8,
Yeah.
that's when you do transition, because that's the end of the pattern, right?
Yeah, where are you? Forward. Back,
Forward.
forward.
So now you're going to go back, transition. So this is, it's the same as 1, 2,
Okay.
okay? But I say transition so that we know we're starting over. Okay, that's why I put that in there.
Yep.
That way. We could just say 7, 8 or 1, 2, but I think it would just confuse everybody. So we get to 8, we have transition, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, just rotate, 8, rotate and shift forward, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, tran back, position, 7, 8.
I'm sure I'll be able to look at the tape and pick this up on, you're forward, I'm back.
Where?
On that 7-8 business.
It's confusing. It's confusing, and because we have so many 7/8s in it, that's a little confusing intellectually. So once you get it into your body, you get the movement in your body, you can stop saying the numbers. But if you stop saying the numbers too soon in this, you get confused. More confused. We're taking a break, Dave.
Right.
You doing all right?
Yeah. David, that's new.
What?
That blue green.
Oh yes, isn't that nice?
It's very nice.
Diane Chapin gave me that.
Uh-huh.
You know Diane, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. She, she ran into an artist somewhere who was working with Chinese characters. It apparently means gratitude or something like that. And she thought it was appropriate thank you to me for a lot of time together. Jane used to call Diane my Tai Chi wife. Yeah, it's nice.
You know, the symbol on the bottom, that looks hokey.
Looks hokey?
Yeah, something's not right with it.
I don't know. I've got to. Unfortunately, the woman didn't tell her the pinyin for them, so I've got to try to research what the characters are. I like to, with characters that complex, I really like to break them down and see what their components mean.
Quite complex.
Yeah, because that often really amplifies what the message is or what it's trying to say. I haven't done this for several years, but I used to teach some of the Tai Chi classics, 4 of the Tai Chi classics, and I made my students research the characters. I give them the pinyin, so you just go to there are several Chinese dictionaries online, and you can just look up the characters and get all the breakdown of them. I mean, it's fascinating. It's fascinating. Because it is a pictorial language.
Yeah.
It's not letters, it's pictures.
That's unbelievably hard.
Well, for us, yeah. And yes, it is. Several years ago, I thought, oh, I really should learn, at least some Chinese, because I'm teaching a Chinese art. Well, after a few months, I said, this may not be something I have time for in this lifetime.
Yes.
And unfortunately, I'm not one who is particularly skilled with language. I mean, I've learned a number of words and a number of characters related to Tai Chi, but beyond that, I'm really,
You know, I meant to tell you, I just read an article in, believe it or not, National Geographic about into the Mustang,
mm-hmm,
right? And apparently there's the last guy that, I forget his name, it was a lineage of them being like the god, and they were sort of like in charge of the whole area.
mm-hmm,
And now, of course, they're not allowed to do it anymore.
yeah,
And it was really interesting. They had quite a collection of very valuable things, and
huh.
of course, some of it had been stolen.
Is this the most recent National Geographic?
Yes, I was going to bring it in, but can you read it?
National Geographic? Yeah, with my magnifier, yes.
Yeah, I'll bring it in tomorrow.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, that'd be neat. Yeah, I have a very strong connection to Tibet.
Yeah.
I have never pursued really finding out exactly, but I have the sense that I lived a former life in Tibet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know whether I really did or not, but that was the feeling when I was there. And interesting. So, do you want to look a little bit at the form, or is that have we pushed beyond your limit?
I think I'm good.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Dave.
Yeah, this is a tremendous help.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. See if I can get out of these shoes.
Did you bring me a check by any chance?
I certainly did. Thank you for reminding me.
Thank you.
Boy,
Thank you, sir. Thank you for understanding about the change.
you know. Okay.
How's Jean doing?
Pretty good.
Good.
Yeah. She spends a fair amount of time worrying about me.
Dave, we'll see you next time. Send me a check if you have a chance.